Now that you've written 0033003, I've substituted another piece of paper which has already pre-designed tablature bars, and this is just to get more in, and you can copy this a little later on your own, but you have written 0033003, and the song, by the way, is going to continue 1100220. So now I'm going to show you how we indicate rhythm in tablature. Rhythm means how time is organized, and we are going to use this word which we call a quarter note. And a quarter note is our usual way that we have a note that lasts one beat. Never mind why it's called a quarter note. In British, I believe it's called something like a semi-breve or a minim, but I never remember the British names. The British names are actually make more sense because it doesn't make you think in terms of fractions, but whatever. In tablature, we show a note that gets one beat by making a stem going down from that note, down or up. And now the stem does not have anything to do with the pitch or the frequency of the note. The stem is just shows us rhythm. So we have 0033003. Now this 3 gets more than one beat. 0033003. So in order to show that this gets 2 beats, which it does, we circle it, but we still have a stem underneath it. If a note has a circle underneath and no stem, it means it gets 4 beats actually. And then the song continues 1100220, and that also gets 2 beats. So that's how it goes. Now, you might notice that to read a line like this is pretty confusing because you don't know where you are. So many notes. So we have something called measures. Measures divides this line up into equal time units. And the time units are going to be 4 beats each. So at the time it's going to be 0033, measure right here. 003, new measure here. 1100, new measure here. 220. Now notice the measure goes the entire width of the tablature. So what you might like to do is you might like to write this out and write out another line of tablature, another empty line, and in a minute I'm going to show you how the song finishes. And this is just not really for playing, this is more for understanding tablature. So what string is this? This is the 3rd string. All of the piece is done on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings, but we always have the picture of all 6 strings anyway. So you can pause now to write out this much on the top line of your paper and then write the blank tablature down here. If you want to get fancy and you're sort of compulsive, you can use a ruler too. Actually, ruler is great. It helps you to write straight lines faster. Now I'm going to write the 2nd line and see if you can play it. I'll write it, and as I'm writing it, you can already try to figure it out. I'm going to write it without measures first because I want to show you something. So the next phrase goes 3311002. 2 is the 3rd string, and this is a half note. This gets 2 beats. 3311002, and I'm going to put the measure right here. I'm sorry, I wish that was a little straighter. Now I'm going to do another sign here. This is like this. This is a double bar. There's already a double bar here, but I'm going to reinforce it. No, I'll leave it as it is. but I'm going to reinforce it kind of like this. I'll show you why. I'm going to make little, I don't know what you call these things, thingies. And I'm going to put two big dots here. These two dots mean repeat. So it goes 3, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 2, repeat. 3, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 2. And then what do? We repeat this, the first line. 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0. But we don't want to waste all that time in paper to write this again. So we're going to have a shorthand that shows that we repeat it. And the shorthand is, we write this. D, C, Al, This is Italian, and it's hard to write it even semi-nicely from this angle. It means da capo al fine, which is interesting because in true Italian, fine is feminine, so you should say da capo alla fine, but somehow in music notation, it has been shortened to DC al fine, and the fine is actually there. This is the end of the piece, but not the first time through, of course. So, let's play together.